Liv Morgan reveals the real reason for not going after the WWE Women's World Championship. Hello guys. Welcome to my channel, I am Elena. Have a nice day. For the latest news update, please subscribe the channel and press the bell icon. The former WWE Women's World Champion Liv Morgan and her Judgment Day mate Roxanne Perez had a memorable outing on the flagship show tonight after they won the WWE Women's Tag Team Title #1 contender triple threat match against Lyra Valkyria and Bayley and the Kabuki Warriors, becoming the no contest contenders for Riho's straps. The Judgment Day vs. Rhea Ripley and Io Sky is now set for the upcoming edition of WWE Saturday Night's main event, which will take place at the Bell Centre in Montreal, Canada, on January 24th, days before the Royal Rumble Premium Live event. Following tonight's episode of the Monday Night Show, Liv Morgan and Roxanne Perez gave an exclusive interview on the Raw recap, where during the conversation, the Miracle Kid revealed the real reason she is after the tag team title rather than chasing the women's world title. She said that as Raquel Rodriguez claimed her stake for the world title, she went for the tag team titles. Big Sexy. Raquel Rodriguez. She claimed her stake for the Women's World Championship, so that left the tag team titles for Roxy and I. Furthermore, Morgan said they are on a mission to dip the entire heel faction in gold once again. She and Perez are going to capture the women's tag titles. Big Mammy Cool is going to be Women's World Champion soon, and hopefully Finn Balor gets himself back together. The Judgment Day has a massive WWE bout next week. Tonight's episode of the flagship show saw World Heavyweight Champion CM Punk come out following his massive win over Braun Breaker, announcing that he now moves forward from the Vision and looks ahead to more challenges. Surprisingly, Finn Balor came out to confront the best in the world, and they engaged in a promo war. The Prince asked for a title match, and being a fighting champion, Punk agreed to defend his title the same night. However, Balor said he will compete at the right time and pitched that he wants to face Punk for the title next on WWE Raw from his home country, Belfast, Northern Ireland. That said, next week will be a big night for the Judgment Day faction. It will be interesting to see what plans Triple H may have for them. Liv Morgan explains not going after the Women's World Championship is back after some time away with an injury, but has no plans to go after the Women's World Championship. Morgan opened up on why she's going to pursue the WWE Women's World Tag Team Championships over any singles belt. This week on Raw, she and Roxanne Perez became the new #1 contenders to the titles. To Morgan, she wants the Judgment Day to continue holding as much gold as possible. Big Sexy Raquel Rodriguez. She claimed her stake for the Women's World Championship, so that left the tag team titles for Roxy and I, said Morgan. I'm going to continue the tradition of Judgment Day holding all the gold. It starts with Dominic, Intercontinental Champion and AAA Mega Champion. Shout out to Daddy Dom. Morgan went on to say that once she and Perez take the belts from Rhea Ripley and Io Sky, she hopes the group continues its ways and picks up as much gold as possible. Roxy and I are going to continue that with becoming the women's tag team champions. Raquel's going to become the women's world champion, and Finn, I hope, gets it together, which it seems like my little talk to him lit a little fire. We just want the best for him. Liv Morgan backs tensions with Finn Balor on WWE Raw Liv. Morgan was in no mood for any slack in the Judgment Day. With Roxanne Perez by her side, she was determined to get back on the bandwagon for the women's tag team titles. The duo eventually won the #1 contenders match on Raw. However, backstage, Liv Morgan called out Finn Balor for his casual demeanor and sitting back and playing games. She pointed out how everyone in the group was motivated to bring back gold to the group. But Balor did not seem to be making any efforts. Later in the night, Finn Balor responded to CM Punk, who was eagerly anticipating which WWE star would rise to the occasion. Punk blatantly mocked Balor for Morgan taking leadership of the group, while he did the bare minimum. During Raw, the match was made official for next week. Liv Morgan comments on outcome of her instigating a spark in Finn Balor to win a WWE Championship. On Raw recap, Liv Morgan and Roxanne Perez talked about their victory on the show and title match at SNME Sisterimtari. Liv Morgan was also asked about the tension with Finn Balor and how her words resonated with him on Raw. To see Finn go from NXT Champion, Tag Team Champion, United States Champion, World Champion, Grand Slam Champion to playing video games, not even watching our segments, not even watching us go out on behalf of the Judgment Day, because Judgment Day runs Monday Night Raw. So yeah. Seeing Finn sitting there being fine playing video games as we're chasing gold, Raquel's chasing gold, JD's injured, Dominic's injured. Yeah, it was a little bit odd to see him be okay with just playing video games, so I had to say something, and I'm glad that I did. Because look, he went out there less than 10 minutes later and took initiative. We just want the best for him, and that's the Finn Balor that we deserve. For those unaware, Finn Balor had an extensive run on NJPW before signing with WWE in 2014. That was the platform where he led the infamous Bullet Club under the name Devitt, a ruthless competitor doing whatever it takes to win. Liv Morgan and Roxanne Perez to challenge Io Sky and Rhea Ripley for women's tag team titles at WWE Saturday Night's main event. Liv Morgan and Roxanne Perez are on the hunt for gold. Following an in-ring promo segment that opened the show, the Kabuki Warriors, Asuka and Kairi Sane, Judgment Day, Roxanne Perez and Liv Morgan, and the duo of Lyra Valkyria and Bayley faced off on the January 12th episode of WWE Raw to determine the #1 contender to the Women's Tag Team Championships. The luck continued to roll towards Judgment Day as Liv Morgan and Roxanne Perez won the contest. Morgan won the match for her team after nailing Kairi Sane with her Oblivion finisher. After the match, it was revealed that Morgan and Perez will challenge Rhea Ripley and Io Sky for the Women's Tag Team Championships at WWE Saturday Night's main event on January 24th. This match comes after Ripley and Sky won the titles from Asuka and Son on the January 5th episode of Raw. Fans can stay up to date with Fightful's live coverage of WWE Raw by clicking here. After the conclusion of the show, head over to our YouTube channel to catch a full review of all the action. Liv Morgan breaks silence on her WWE most controversial moment of 2025. John Cena's farewell tour was characterized by several moments that have remained etched in the memory of fans. The leader of Cenation has also given his best in the last year of his legendary career, and has not been afraid to make some risky choices, such as that of becoming a heel for the first time ever, after being the babyface par excellence of the Stamford's company for over 2 decades. During the 2025 season, the legend from Boston had the opportunity to break another record by becoming world champion for the 17th time thanks to his triumph over the American Nightmare. Cody Rhodes during the main event of WrestleMania 4. Liv Morgan helped Dominic Mysterio. Most fans and analysts did not like the way John's career ended, as he was defeated in the last 2 official matches. Most notably, Cena lost to Dominic Mysterio at Survivor Series and was defeated by the ring general Gunther during Saturday night's main event in Washington, D.C. During the latest edition of the What's Your Story podcast, Liv Morgan recalled Dominic's extraordinary victory over Cena at Survivor Series, thanks to his fundamental help. She has delivered a low blow against John, allowing Mysterio to achieve the most special success of his young career. I couldn't have planned a better return, honestly, she said. If I had the choice to write out my dream scenario, that was over the top. I couldn't even have written that return. I feel like that was such a full circle moment for me. Growing up a WWE fan and being such a John Cena fan, like chain gang soldier down to my core, never thought that I would be interacting with him, be the reason he lost the Intercontinental title. It also just being my return and part of his retirement tour. I just was like, wow, this is such a weird, universal, full circle moment. I'm so happy. I was so happy. It was so crazy. Liv concluded Liv Morgan to challenge for WWE title at Saturday night's main event. A big championship match has been officially added to the card for the upcoming edition of Saturday night's main event. WWE announced during the January 12th episode of Raw that the newly crowned WWE Women's Tag Team Champions, Io Sky and Rhea Ripley, will defend their titles against the Judgment Day duo of Liv Morgan and Roxanne Perez. The match is set for January 24th at the Centre Bell in Montreal, Quebec, Canada. This serves as a key stop just 1 week before the Royal Rumble in Saudi Arabia. The path to the title match was established early in the night on Raw. Sky and Ripley opened the show to celebrate their victory over the Kabuki Warriors the previous week. Their celebration was short-lived. They were interrupted by 3 distinct teams: Liv Morgan and Roxanne Perez, Bayley and Lyra Valkyria, and the former champions Asuka and Kairi Sane. To determine the next challengers, a triple threat match was booked between the 3 interrupting teams later in the broadcast. Morgan and Perez ultimately emerged victorious. The finish saw them pin their opponents to secure the title shot in Montreal. This tag team title bout joins an already stacked card for the NBC special. Previously confirmed for the show is a high-stakes fatal 4-way match that will determine who challenges Drew McIntyre for the WWE Championship at the Royal Rumble on January 31st. Those competitors will be determined on this week's episode of SmackDown. More matches will be announced for the show over the next week and a half. This will be the first PLE special for Morgan since her TV return from injury. Liv Morgan explains why she's not chasing Women's World Championship following WWE return. Liv Morgan has explained why she chose not to chase the Women's World Championship following her WWE return. Liv made her return from injury at WWE Survivor Series, helping Dominic Mysterio regain his Intercontinental Championship from John Cena. While many had expected Liv to immediately re-enter the Women's World Championship picture, she has spent most of her time chasing the Women's Tag Team Championship with Roxanne Perez. Speaking on the Raw recap, Liv opened up on why she chose to focus more on the tag titles following her return. Raquel Rodriguez. She claimed her stake for the Women's World Championship, so that left the tag team titles for Roxy and I. I'm going to continue the tradition of Judgment Day holding all the gold. It starts with Dominic, Intercontinental Champion and AAA Mega Champion. Shout out to Daddy Dom. Roxy and I are going to continue that with becoming the Women's Tag Team Champions. Raquel's going to become the Women's World Champion. And Finn, I hope, gets it together, which it seems like my little talk to him lit a little fire.